And a very good morning to you. It's Thursday, the 6th of... Is it the 6th or the 8th? The 6th of September 2018. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from Bracknell in Berkshire. Now, if you're wondering, if you think, oh, it don't sound quite right tonight, you know why I said to you yesterday, I said I had a bit of a thick throat, yes? Well, I woke up this morning... And one of the first things I like to do is, well, let me just turn that down. Am I echoing a bit? There we are, that's better. One of the things I like to do first thing in the morning is have a little bit of a chat to myself. So as I get out of bed, I'm wandering around the house completely naked. Do you do that when you get up? Are you naked? Do you walk around the house naked? I do. Oh, I love it, dear. Oh, you've got so much freedom, haven't you? I'm jealous of the ladies. Yeah, they don't have to wear nothing underneath those skirts. Half of them got nothing on under there. They're free. I'm free. And I started talking to myself, and I didn't even have this. My voice is gone. Isn't that awful? Terrible, so we might not manage a long show today. Awful. No voice. I heard a bit of noise out the front. And the other morning, workmen started digging up a pavement just round the back of me at 7:30 in the blooming morning. I thought they're doing it again. So I went out the house to have a little look around, see what was going on. And I couldn't see anything going on. And then one of the neighbours came out. Nice lad, he has got a young family. Come out and got into the van. Hello, mate, how are you? And I'm like, I'm all right. And I suddenly realised I'd got no voice. I thought, oh my God, millions of people all over the world who rely on this programme to get them up and about and to bring a bit of cheer and happiness into their sad, lonely, pathetic lives are going to be so upset that they won't be able to hear me. But I've been doing scales. I came back in, and while I was having breakfast and watching BBC Breakfast Time with Naga was on there this morning, and the bloke with a beard. I'm not keen on the bloke with a beard. I'm sorry. No, he needs to go down to bleeding gym. I know that. Or Slimming World, one of those two. Cool, he's just a bit overweight, that one, dear. But Naga was on there, so she was a bit cheeky. What was it she said? That was it. There was a story on there about somewhere that's selling memorabilia. Now, perhaps I know a few people, Ray Reynolds is one of them, who collect memorabilia. But this is like expensive memorabilia, you know, like £1 million, I don't know, for a pair of, whatever, Dorothy's red shoes from the Wizard of Oz. Stuff like that, right? And the bloke is saying, and not realising what he's saying, because he's a bit straight-laced, the bloke. He's a bit straight-laced, whereas Naga, she's a bit cheeky. I quite like Naga, right? Naga Manchetti or something like that it is. And he says, oh, yes, there's all sorts of things. You've got a car from there. There's a whip. And she's gone, oh, yeah, like that. And he just didn't get it. So that was the BBC Breakfast this morning, which I was watching. And while I was watching it, I was trying to do scales. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. To try and get the voice out. And it is kind of coming out a bit now. But not up to its usual powerful self, boys and girls. You may have to turn me up just a little touch today. So isn't that funny? And only yesterday, I told you yesterday morning that I'd gone through an entire. I'd just gone down the hospital for my my twice yearly checkup. And I'm happy to say to the doctor that I'd gone through an entire year with no colds, no chests, no flu, nothing. Really nothing to do with this bit, you know? And then blow me down and this started last night. I was sitting, it was yesterday morning, wasn't it? It was yesterday morning. While I was telling you that yesterday morning, I had a bit of a thick throat at the back. Do you know what I mean? Where it's kind of going, I have to keep pushing this button, having a sniff tonight. Wait a minute. You don't want to be hearing that, believe me. Honestly, you don't. And blow me down, here it is. So we've got something now. That's my own fault. I should have touched wood at the time, shouldn't I? Should have touched wood at the time. So, Not only that, I had a bit of a bad night's sleep as well yesterday, unfortunately. Possibly to do with this as well. Anyway, I'll tell you about my day yesterday. Let's just say hello to some of you this morning. Good morning to Dr. SOS Gregorian, who's got a brand new Facebook profile, haven't you? Good morning to you, sir. I've deleted the other one now, okay? What tends to happen is that a lot of people, thank you for letting us know you've got a new one so we can delete the old one. A lot of people, they keep, I think they forget their passwords, to be honest, or something like that. They keep bringing out their new Facebook things. And then when it comes to birthday time, as you know, I always read people's birthdays out at the end of the show. When it comes to birthday times, you might have three profiles from the same person. And then I have to go through them. Oh, which one hasn't been spoken for a while? And I'll delete that. Because you only want one from each person, don't you? So thank you very much for that. SOS Gregorian, good morning to you, sir. Good morning to Adam the plumber. Morning, Adam. Incidentally, Adam, could I borrow £250,000? You'll know you'll get it back. Have you ever had that one? I bet you'll get that. Private conversation with me and Adam at the moment, boys and girls. Yes. Yeah. Oh, could I borrow £1,000? You know you'll get it back. No, you won't. Never ever lend money to anyone. I keep telling you that. I've been telling you that all for 13 years now. Believe me, never, if you want to keep hold of all your friends, never ever lend money to anyone, no matter how small. Don't do it, because it's unlikely to ever come back. If you want to give money if a member of the family says to you, oh, could you lend me, I don't know, 100 quid or something like that, and you want to lend it, give it as if you're not going to get it back. Okay? Simple as that. That's my advice to you. When it comes to friends, never ever lend money to friends, because it causes rows. You will be made to feel guilty when you ask back, and it's just awful. Awful. But you'll have that, Adam. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't had that a few times already. You know what I mean. Morning to Ray Reynolds. Oh, good morning, Ray. I thought you were going in for your procedure today, weren't you? Unfortunately, Ray's having to have a bit of a camera inside him. Yes, not through the mouth either. And he's got to have, I thought it was today, maybe it was yesterday. He's had to have the special powder that makes you go. Yeah. Have you had that, anyone? I've had that. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. And never ever take it before you're about to go to bed. I tell you that now. Oh my God. So you have this powder. You have to have it twice, you see. Once at night and once in the morning. And you do not move more than 10 yards away from a toilet. It's very good. So you have it, say, about whatever time, about 6 in the morning. At 6:30, you'll get oh my God, and you'll run in there. And that carries on for about an hour. Oh, it's awful. Awful, but it does the job, Ray. I thought that was today, mate. Sorry. Morning to Diane Jeb. Chris Manzar. Good morning, Chris. Hope you're well. Evan says it's raining down in Cornwall. Isn't it always raining in Cornwall? Or is that Glasgow? No, that's Glasgow, isn't it? Cornwall, it's raining at the moment. Hello to Shiv. Good morning to Shiv. Lal. Good morning, Lal. A few people joining us on the Learn English website groups this morning, so welcome along to the show. Adam says, it looks like a toilet paper giveaway beats the key rings. I'll come to that in a moment, Adam. It's very, very exciting. Deliveries have been made. Adrian Richardson, good morning. Saying I'm butch today. Good morning to my very good friend, Alan Campbell. When are we going to meet, Alan? God's sake, you were in Wokenham the other day. Dear me, I was going to come up to see you, but I was waiting for you to call to message me. You're probably too busy, mate. Anyway, it will happen at some point. Hopefully before Christmas, Alan. Hope you're doing well. Alan's got his own little pet shop, online pet shop, where he sells various little bits. Put your link up there, Alan. Don't feel you can't do that, and you don't need to ask to do that. Just put, if you ever got any links, any of you have got businesses that you're trying to run or something like that, and proper ones, don't start putting up the adverts for those sunglasses, the Ray-Ban sunglasses or anything like that, not dodgy ones. Then feel free to put your links on there. That's all right. So do that, Alan. Good morning to Tony Carroll. Good morning, Tony. Yes. From Fielding, Levin, New Zealand. Good morning to you, Tony. Hope you're having a nice time. Hello to Noah. Good morning, lovely Noah. My biannual checkup. That's it. Is that how you say it? Biannual checkup. Twice a year, Noah. 6 months. Every 6 months. You may or may know not what that is. I don't know. Tony. Yes, there's Tony. Adrian. says, no, you don't read all birthday. You missed my day out. I didn't miss your day out. I just didn't. I wouldn't have done a show. That's what it was. I never miss the birthdays out as long as you've got them set properly in Facebook. Sometimes that happens. Someone might say, oh, you haven't read my birthday out. Well, you haven't set it right on Facebook. Yes, I have. And then you go and look and you've put the wrong date in. I can't be, checking up on everyone all the time. Thousands of people to check up on, dear. Outrageous. Miss your birthday, God's sake. What's he say? I'm still ruined. Absolutely ruined. More cake. Happy birthday to myself. I'm not getting any birthday cake at the moment from anyone. I don't know why that is. My sister had a birthday, right? You would have thought when I went up to the caravan, she'd have saved me a bit of birthday cake, wouldn't you? Huh? No, not a slice at all. Not a slice at all. Nothing. Good morning, Mark Kepner. Morning, Mark. Ray's got his procedure at 2 o'clock. Thanks for the toilet rolls. Ray, have you had your powder yet? Have you had your special powder yet, Ray? You see, I'm laughing, Ray, because I know what you would have gone through once you've had that powder. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? Hello to Robbie Stedman. Good morning, Robbie. You put a new photo of yourself up there yesterday, which looks quite nice. Well done, Robbie. All right, well done, Robbie. Good. And over on YouTube... Oh, have we got any YouTube messages there? Oh, yes, there we are. Weird City Citizen, good morning to you. Boom to you, yes. When you feel that throat thing, gargle with TCP and water. Disgusting stuff. Oh, it stinks, that stuff. Mind you, it might be a good idea because I had garlic yesterday. I had some more of my spaghetti arrabbiata, which contains enormous amounts of garlic and what's the other thing? Garlic and chilli in there. Lovely. And thyme and oregano and basil. Don't you like the smell of tomatoes and basil together? It's beautiful. Good morning, Claire. Morning, Claire. Toilet rolls have arrived. Yes. Good morning to John Parrish. Good morning, John Parrish. Let's have a look there. Biannual checkup is indeed the words we were saying there. Let me just scroll there. Good. So, yes, we've had deliveries at last. My toilet rolls have arrived, boys and girls. And I thought I would display them for you all to see. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic, my toilet rolls? So they cost, I can't remember what they, did I tell you yesterday? What I think they're about £42, something like that. And there's 160 or something like that. Here they are. Let's just get some down. I can move them out the way now that you've seen them, you see. That's not all that arrived yesterday. Oh, look at these. Isn't this wonderful? I think I've got a thing about toilet rolls. I mean, they're so versatile, aren't they? You can do so much with them. You really can. You can do what people normally do with toilet rolls, and you can make things with them, and you can become a mummy with one of these. I've been texted. Okay, that's my mate. Yes, you can become a mummy with these, can't you? You can tape it at the top and go round and round like that. If you want to become a mummy. Don't forget, gang, if you want to text in the show, you can do so as well if you haven't got an internet thing there. 07551 259 675 is the text in number, okay? 07551 259 675. So here's all my toilet rolls. How blooming wonderful is this? Oh, I love toilet rolls. I think I've got a toilet roll fetish. Can you have a toilet roll fetish? Is that, do you think, what I've got? There we are. Oh dear. I wonder what people think if it's the first time they've ever seen this. Why is that bloke sitting in there with all those toilet rolls? Claire wants to see one. How thick is it? Oh, okay. Oh, I'll have to open the bag, Claire. Oh, it seems a shame to spoil them. I just want to display them in the corner of a room somewhere or something. Okay, let's open one. I shouldn't really open these yet because I haven't finished the last lot. Do you know what I mean? It's like opening a new jar of coffee before you finish. You shouldn't really do that. Here we go. Right, we'll just get one out. There we are. So, toilet roll. Toilet roll. How thick is it? There we are. Well, it's quite thick, isn't it? Hang on, let me tear a bit off. That's quite thick, isn't it? I don't know. Can you tell? I think it's 3-ply. Hang on, let's have a look. Can I pair them apart? I don't know. I can't get them apart. A minute. Is it 3-ply there? Oh, hang on. I think they've been stuck together too well. But I'm going to test this now for you, Claire. No, not on that end. No, I'm going to blow my nose strongly into... Well, I usually fold them over, okay? I'm going to blow my nose into that, into the folded section. We'll see what happens. You ready? Here we go. Yep, no hole, no hole. There you go, look. And now I'll do it in just one section, so I don't know if that'll work. No hole. So there we are. Quite strong, Claire. Because nothing worse than your finger going through that, is it? Oh, it's all... Oh, bleh. Oh, it made me feel ill. Bleh, bleh. Okay. So quite nice, thick toilet rolls there. I'm very pleased to say. And I got those from mrlourolls.co.uk. mrlourolls.co.uk. I think there were about 41. There's about 150, 140, 150, 160 toilet rolls there. So we'll see how long those last. Make a note of the date on your calendar now. On my Barry Manilow calendar. It's the 6th of September. We'll see how long those last. Because I keep buying these and it says year's supply of toilet roll. And they only seem to last me 2 months. I don't understand it. Very, very strange and mysterious. That's what it was. Let's just scroll up a little bit there. I thought the toilet rolls made that music sound. Oh, hang on. I haven't gone far enough back yet. Let's go back a little bit further. There we are. Robbie. That was Dr. Essa. Oh, Wendy Young's there. Good morning to Wendy. Wendy's coming to see Barry Manilow. She's been to all the concerts. And I'm going to the O2 tonight. Wendy, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I don't think I'm going to be able to sing along tonight. I'm so disappointed. My voice has gone. And it's the first time I've had anything go wrong, sort of chest upwards, for a year. Only yesterday, Wendy, I don't know if you've only just joined us or you was with the start of the show there. But for a whole year, I've gone without anything being wrong from sort of the lungs upwards. And I was telling everyone proudly this yesterday. And this morning, I woke up with no voice. Awful. Awful. Never mind. That's how it goes, isn't it? Robbie, glad you like the photo. Yeah, that's a good photo, Robbie. Well done. Well done. We're always, with our photos, trying to take the perfect photo, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? There's some people at the karaoke, certain people who will remain nameless, Lady Phoenix, who is permanently taking selfies of herself the entire night. More and more selfies. She's great. But blimey, how many photos do you want of yourself, for Christ's sake? Wendy, don't go breathing all over us tonight. I won't be stinky. No, I won't be stinky. If I've got my wind problem, don't worry, Wendy. I might wear my special pants. But I've got special pants that stop the smell coming out now. They're quite good. They've got a bit of charcoal in the bottom. Very good. They're not cheap. They're about 20 quid. And you're not supposed to put them in the washing machine, apparently. I know, it's strange. So what you do is you wear another pair of pants underneath them. And they absorb the smell if you have a little bit of a wind problem. I'll wear those tonight for you, Wendy, just in case. Are you sitting near me? What's my ticket number? One moment. A3B54. Are you sitting near me? Row B, seat 54. Hope you are. We'll have a scream, we will. Oh, and by the way, Wendy, if you're sitting near me, please can you scream a bit less? Because I'll be wanting to do a couple of little videos. Wendy's put some great videos of Barry Manilow's show, both in Leeds and Manchester, up on her Facebook, and and all of a sudden it starts shaking, and there's this screaming going on. Why have you girls not throwing knickers at Barry? He'd love that, dear. Get yourself a new set of knickers tonight and get ready to throw them onto the stage, Wendy. All right. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Watered down. Wendy says watered down South tastes funny. Yeah, it's all been recycled about 200 times. That's why. Once it's been through you, it goes in the river, gets sucked up by a pipe. Thames Water do something to it, and you drink it all over again. How blooming marvellous is that? Dear. Good. Let's have a look there. Mary, is it Mary there as well? What's disgusting? Blowing your nose? QVC has nothing with them on loo rolls. Let's have a look. Good morning to non-Irish Mary from Ireland. Oh, it's Wolfgang there as well this morning. Good morning, Wolfgang. In Germany, one of our wonderful karaoke singers. I haven't seen him for about 2.5, 3 years now. Lovely man. Adrian, your toilet tastes like blowing birthday cake candles out. We like birthday cake, we just don't get enough of it. It's funny, actually, down at the karaoke, we like to do people's birthdays down there. And we haven't had a birthday at the karaoke for ages. Ray Reynolds' birthday, I think, is in November. But apart from that one, I don't know why we've had no birthdays recently. They usually all come together, you know, suddenly get a load of birthdays start appearing all at the same time. Good. So yesterday, after I finished the show yesterday, I jumped on my bicycle, which was it's a bit dicey actually, because I had a puncture on. I've got a puncture somewhere, which sometimes flattens the tyre and other times doesn't. And I'm waiting for a new, well, the inner tube has arrived, but I'm waiting for a new tyre as well, which should come, I think, sometime today. Then I can change it over on the front tyre. I don't attempt the back tyre because that's got all those gears and I find that a bit complicated getting the thing back on again. The front one's all right. You just undo the two things, take it off, and with a couple of rounded spoon ends, you take the old one off and put the new one on. So that's not too bad. So I'll do that. But I haven't got it yet, so I jumped on my bike and I went down to the hairdressers. Max in Wokingham for my haircut, all ready for tonight. Because if I don't have my haircut, when do you moan? Oh, you don't look very good for Barry tonight, do you? She'll say something. She will say something to me when you got hair out of place. She will point out a fault if there's something. So I had my haircut, especially for Wendy and Barry tonight. And I had my beard done as well. That's been trimmed quite a lot. Mac was saying, if you want, I can make that the same colour as that. And I'm like, well, I mean, people seem to like it like this. Generally, if you're over 50, you don't like this. If you're under 50, you do. And it's like 75, I would say 85, 90% of people under 50 like this. There's just a couple of people who didn't like it. Over 50, most people don't like it, especially my sister. She absolutely hates it. She hates it. I think she's jealous, you know, because she hasn't got one. But I said to my sister, you know, eventually you will be able to get a beard. Nanny did. Nanny did. And a little... Oh, did you see that? Nanny told me off then. She's not with us, bless her soul, by damaging the microphone. So there we are. So that's all been done. And I had a bit extra done yesterday. I had this steam thing, and he's got this machine, and it pushes steam at your face, and a hot towel, and some sort of cream on there. 25 quid. I thought, is that good? That the shave, that business, steam thing on the face, hot towel, cream on the face, ears done. 25 quid, is that dear? I thought it was a bit dear, but my mate says it's not really dear, so I don't know. Don't know what you think about that. Anyway, so I did that, and then I was very, very lucky on the way home. You can't really see now. Anyway, so I'm cycling home. Can you see my lip? Let me see. Does that look all right? It does, doesn't it? No. So on my way home, I'm cycling away, and suddenly a wasp flew almost into the back of my bleeding throat. I kid you not. Now that's never ever happened in the 50 odd years I've had a bicycle. I've never had a wasp fly into my mouth. Now fortunately, it got caught between my bottom lip and my teeth, and it got caught. And so you know, so I mean, if this thing like, and you're like that straight away. So it's gone. It's gone in a second. Okay? But not before it had a little bit of a sting for my lip. I thought, oh, what's that? I thought, I've been stung on the lip. And was it great pain? No, to be honest, it wasn't. It wasn't enormous pain. It felt like a little bit of a pinprick, but not quite as painful, if you see what I mean. So this wasp has stung the inside of my lip, and as I went round, it hurt mostly for the first few minutes, and I got a tissue out of my pocket. I literally got a clean tissue out of my pocket, and I went like that, like that. So I got it. I'm now cycling along the road like this, right? And I'm now and again I'm getting a little bit of a squeeze, which seemed to relieve the pressure on it, really. But I got back, and I thought it was tingling and stinging a little bit, but in all honesty, it wasn't too bad. So I went straight on the internet and looked it up, and they said it could be very dangerous, especially if it gets in your throat. You can have it all swelled. In fact, it doesn't need to go in your throat. If you're allergic, everything can swell up with one bee sting, wherever it is, on your hand, lips, or wherever. So I thought, well, we'll just have to see how this goes. I didn't put anything on it at all, other than I kept washing my mouth out. And I'm assuming it was a wasp. I'm not quite sure whether it was a wasp or a bee. A bee, I think, leaves a little black thing in. So I had a good look, and I couldn't find anything in there. So I think it must have been a wasp. But it could have been so much worse. I mean, it really could. Had I been, talking to myself, which I do quite often, or singing, la 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 la. And if that wasp had gone straight into the back of my throat, probably then swallowed or stung the back of my tongue, I might not be here today, because it can all swell up, can't it? And block your airway passages, dear. Awful. Awful. So a very, very lucky escape with that, I think. That was the story of the wasp. Evil things. Presumably I spat it straight out onto the floor. Anyway, I got back here and I thought, you know what the best cure for that is? It's time for some of my homemade spaghetti arrabbiata sauce with enormous amounts of chilli. Let me tell you, nothing survives that chilli. It's so hot, so I cooked that up with some spaghetti. I sat down in the living room, watched a Netflix program, the last one of the current series, Anne with an E. I go on and on about this series. Please, if you've got Netflix, watch Anne with an E. It's wonderful. And I watched the last episode of second series. Both series are up on Netflix. It's a Netflix original program, so you can. There's about 18 programs altogether, and it is absolutely charming, that program. Like Little House on the Prairie. Please, please watch Anne with an E on Netflix. And the good news is, I know some of you do watch it. A third series has been commissioned. So I'm very pleased about that. So we look forward to that happening. And I sat down with my dinner and I ate that. And immediately you start eating this chili. I put so much chili in that the top of my head sweats profusely when I'm eating it. That's like after the first mouthful. It starts straight away. Nothing survives my chili. If you've got anything wrong with you, have some of my arrabbiata sauce. It kills anything that's trying to survive in you, except, unfortunately, for my bad throat, which actually has got better as the show's gone on. Have you noticed that? That's the secret then. The secret to any illness is to permanently talk to people. That's what you have to do. So I did that. Then I went outside. My neighbour, I got lovely. You couldn't wish for better neighbours. We've got 4 houses and we all get on so well. We really do. At the end is Babe State. And we've all got nicknames now. I am Caravan Chris. Next to me is Doorbell Dave, because he was the first one with the video doorbell. Next to him is Television Tim. Television Tim, he works as one of the traffic officers, and he's been on that Channel 5 programme a few times, helping motorists when they're stranded and that sort of thing. And at the end is Babe Station Pearl, whose birthday it was yesterday, Babe Station Pearl. And she was, I think, 72 or 73 yesterday. So we all get on so well together. And Dave was out the front. He's making a doll's house. Dave likes the DIY stuff. He's good at that. I wish I could do stuff like that. Sawing up bits of wood, putting them together and making a doll's house. I think one of it for one of his grandchildren. Now, the path that runs along us used to be cleaned up by this machine which come round, every few weeks, this machine with big brushes on it. We haven't seen this thing for weeks. I've got a feeling it's something else that the council have cut out. Fortunately, I've got this blowing machine. which you plug in. It's wonderful with ever such a long wire, and you turn it on. Ooh, it's like a massive hairdryer, but not hot air, just cold air comes out, and it blows to complete satisfaction. It really does. You switch it on. The power at what that blows with is I must do a video of it actually and show you at some point. And it's so noisy. And Dave said, I'll get out of the way while you're doing it. So I blew all this stuff off. Now, funnily enough, it is supposed to be like a Hoover as well. So you flick the switch and it sucks it all up as well. But it really isn't very good at sucking at all. Blowing, it does very, very well. Sucking, no. No good at all. Sucking, you're no good at that. Please leave. I'm sorry. No good at that. So if you want, it's a Black & Decker. It's a good make. Good make. Black & Decker. As a blower, fantastic. As a sucker, completely useless. So I did that outside there. Then I came to bed, had a little bit of a sleep, woke up, went nighttime swimming. It was only me. It was only me and someone else in the pool yesterday. Oh, I had another delivery. Look at this. That, be jealous. Who's a fashion person? Who's fashion person? You? Are you a fashion person? Be jealous. Oh, yes. Check these out. Aren't they fantastic? Usual price, £120. I would not pay £100 for a pair of trainers. I'm telling you that now. I know some of you have got children who don't think anything more of spending £180, £200, £250 on a pair of trainers just because they say Nike on the side or something like that. If you want to see really expensive trainers, go on the Selfridges website. Type in trainers. There are trainers on there, I kid you not, £400, £500, £600, £700, £800. Normal price of these are AJ. Now, I think that's Armani. Armani, dear. I haven't got anything Armani. Now, so why have I got these? And now comes I didn't pay £120. I would not pay £100, 90, 80. The maximum I'll spend on trainers is 50 to 60 quid. These were 52. Where from? A website called brandalley.co.uk. So these will now be out of season. Do you see what I mean? And the stuff they haven't got left over, they sell on this Brand Alley, or I don't know, perhaps Brand Alley. I'm sorry, my mic's moved again, isn't it? They sell on this website, Brand Alley, and you get stuff less than half the price. You've never got to pay full price for designer stuff. Never. Honestly, you really haven't. But you might not have it as soon as it comes out. You see what I mean? You've got to leave it a while, and then when it goes out of season, or maybe even out of fashion, you get it so much cheaper. A couple of the jackets I've got, there's a light blue one I've got with squares on it, right? First came out, £325. I bought that down the designer outlet shop a couple of years ago, 75 quid. Huh? You never ever need to pay the full price. So I've got these. Do you think I should wear these tonight at the Barry Manilow concert? These or shoes, Wendy? I'm not sure. Wendy, these or shoes? What do you want me to wear tonight? I'll tell you what, Wendy. What do you want me to wear tonight? There you go. Tell me what you want me to wear tonight. I'm going to dress for you tonight. It's been so long, darling. Can we get a photo tonight as well, please? Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to try and record it in very high quality, what we do tonight anyway. So there we are. So they're the trainers. So they arrived today as well. As I say, I had a nighttime swim, had some telly. Then I'm watching the telly and I'm feeling a bit not well, actually. Again, this bit, while I'm watching the telly, I thought, oh, there's something going on here. Anyway, I went to bed and I've had a really bad night's sleep, actually. You know the sort of bad night's sleep, falling asleep for a while and then I'm waking up again. I'm awake again. It was like that all night long. I didn't get up. Sometimes it does help to actually get up if you can't sleep and make yourself a cup of tea and then go back to bed again, watch a little bit of telly. I think one of the worst things you can do is turn on your smartphone. I never ever do that. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I'd never ever turn my smartphone on. Never. That is the worst thing you can do. It really is. I've actually turned off all the notifications on my. It doesn't go beep beep or boop 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 ding. Doesn't do any of that anymore when I get messages through, except for text messages. That's the only thing. If I get Facebook messages, Twitter messages, WhatsApp, Doesn't do a thing. Doesn't flash. Nothing. I've turned all that off. I would advise you to do that, but I can't because if I do that, you won't know when the show's coming, when the show's on, will you? So I went to bed, got up this morning, and as I say, couldn't talk. But then I looked at my lovely new toilet rolls, and I felt so much better afterwards. Would you like another view of the toilet rolls? One moment, please. There we are. My lovely, there's my toilet rolls. Look, aren't they fantastic? You want toilet rolls like that, don't you? Let's see how long they last. I think Ray Reynolds would have got through one packet of those already this morning, wouldn't you, Ray? Right, some more of your messages then. Let's just go up there. Let me just scroll up for you, my darlings, all right? I don't keep referring to the messages, as you well know. We were talking about this yesterday, because you lose the flow of the chat. If I keep reading out messages as they come in, you just completely lose the story and it becomes uninteresting and disjointed. That's why I always finish the story first. And you weren't with us yesterday, Wendy. I actually name-checked you yesterday because you were the first person to notice that when we started going live a few years ago now. You were the person that noticed. As the messages were coming in, I was going to the messages, then coming back to the story and completely lost. Didn't know where I was. Not that I write the story. Look, this is all today's. Look, that's today's. You see, that's today's show there. That's it. It's not like screeps of reams of paper or auto cues going around here. Like so many people on the telly, once the auto cue gets stuck, they've had it, haven't they? They're useless. I'd just carry on here. Talking about something. Let's scrolling up now. One moment, please. One moment, please. Here we go. Wendy's in the same block as me tonight, but I am far right, I am far left. I'm in the second row, she's in the third row. Oh, okay. So you're right on the other side. We could shout to each other. Can you just imagine the other Manilow girls? You right, Wendy? Yeah, what did you think of that one? Yeah, it was all right. Oh, great. He's not bad tonight, is he? No, he's doing all right. Can you imagine the others? I know what we could do. What we could have is a couple of yogurt pots with a string and talk to each other through one of those. Hey, see, Wendy doesn't like it. I knew you wouldn't like it. Shame, keeping it. Keeping it. She don't like it either. Let's have a look. Who won the ticket to go with you to see Barry Manilow? There is no other ticket, Adrian. There's no prizes. People keep going on about there being prizes. There aren't any prizes, I keep telling you. Wendy reckons my sister is right about having this and all this off. No, I think it's quite nice. I like it. Wendy's been stung on her lip, blew up like a golf ball, hurt like hell. Yes, I thought at least I'd get a large blister, and it didn't come up at all. I must have got that out really quick. Or maybe it just had the quick sting before I went like that. But they sting very quickly, don't they? I suppose you think of it in the wasp's point of view. That must have been terrified to fly into a dark space like that and suddenly, not know what's going on. So it just turns around and stings everything in sight, I think. That could be why it is. No, I don't think it's a reaction to the wasp sting. No, because I had a thick throat the other morning, which I kind of put up with. I'm aware something down the back of the throat is not quite right at the moment. Weird, it says horrible things, wasps. Yes, they are. They must do something, mustn't they, wasps? I think they help to permeate, pollinate things and all that. Good morning, Alan Russell. Morning, Alan. Dastardly beings. I like that. Wasps are sent from hell. I'm sure they are. Claire, I remember the old Anne of Green Gables series in the 1970s. I love that. Gilbert Burke especially. Claire, have you got Netflix, Claire? I mean, I'm sure you would absolutely love it. I'm sure you would absolutely love Anne with an E. I'm sure you would. Wendy likes the trainers. Shall I wear those tonight? What else shall I wear tonight? Paul's late. Christ, what time do you call this, Paul? Paul in Birmingham? Dear me. Come on, keep up, my love. Adrian, the most I've ever paid for a pair of trainers was from Selfridges. £450, reduced from £650. You never paid £450 for a pair of trainers, did you, Adrian? You must be off your head. 450 quid? Dear me. Do you know how many dinners that would buy me? Huh? You could buy 2 freezers and fill them with food for that. £450 for a pair of trainers. My nephew would do that, absolutely. Young nephew, Jimmy Butler, he would probably pay £450 for a pair of trainers. Yes, in fact, I'll send him a picture of my new trainers. He'd be really jealous of those. I should wear those, I think, when we go to Las Vegas in October. Looking for that. But shoes to Barry for respect. Oh, really? Okay, fair enough. Barry went to see the musical Tina last night at the Aldwych Theatre. Oh, what a shame. If we'd have known, we got tickets to sit next to him, couldn't we? Eh? Wear the trainers and one of your lovely jackets. Now, I think the last time I wore this one, I've got another light blue one, but it's a bit thick and it could get quite warm in that O2. I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit warm in there tonight. I think, don't you? It does get quite warm in there for a while. I'll wear, I don't know yet. I don't know. I've got this blue, one of my oldest ones is that thin blue Ralph Lauren one, and I'm getting them picked up afterwards, so that'll be all right. Mary, can you please explain Babes? No, it's Babe Station Pearl, Mary. Babe Station Pearl. Well, we pretend that my neighbour Pearl used to be on Babe Station. That's why we call her Babe Station Pearl. Have you never watched Babe Station, Mary? I thought you would have been one of the people on that, my love. Haven't you seen them? It's those girls and they lay down on like sofas and things like that with no top on, holding mobile phones, and blokes ring them for satisfaction. And at like £1.80 a minute or something like that. It's outrageous. Wonder if Barry flew over your house, Chris. He was in Birmingham. He might have done. Who knows? In one of those private. We saw. Funnily enough, we went past the airport on the A40. There's a private airport, part of Heathrow, I think, where all the jets are. And we saw a jet there the other day. And my mate said to me when I was going to the hospital on Tuesday, my mate said to me, "I wonder if that's Barry's jet." Yes. Wouldn't it be lovely to have a jet like that? Eh? I could just fly in and out of work, no traffic, anything like that. Dear me. Paul's missed the toilet rolls. Well, Paul, try and keep up with the rest of us, dear. That's it. Okay? Hey, Mary used to do the chat lines. You probably still could, Mary, with that deep voice of yours. Oh, hi. Thanks for calling. I'm Mary from Ireland. Tell me your satisfaction. Oh, sorry, Mary, do you mean you used to ring them yourself? Oh, I beg your pardon. Sorry, I thought you meant you took the calls. Mary rings the chat lines to talk to them. Oh, God's sake. There's a great John Lewis ad out. John Lewis Waitrose ad out. It's really lovely, and I think it's 4 or 5 children, and they've remade Bohemian Rhapsody. You know that one? That one that Matt sings really well at the karaoke. Is this the real time? Watching me, I don't know the words. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. And they've all got torches. And it's done by little children. It's really, really good. Check it out on YouTube, the new John Lewis Waitrose ad. Or I have tweeted it. If you have my tweeting Twitterer, it is Chris Reardon UK, okay? Twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK. I often post little links on there. I don't do it on Facebook, really. I post them on it. Maybe I can do it on Facebook. Let me see if does that work? Oh, look at that. There it is. There we are. There's a link on the Facebook there for the John Lewis ad, and you can find it on my Twitter as well, okay? Twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK. Adrian, why are you watching Babe Station? Have you got something to tell us again? No, I was just checking that my sister hadn't been re-employed to go on there. Because my sister was once on Babe Station. She is the only woman to be sacked from Babe Station through lack of phone calls. No one rang her. It's terrible. No, well, I mean, I used to try and ring her, but it ended up, my bill went into hundreds of pounds. I had to stop eventually, just to keep her in a job. And they tried everything. They put her on really late at night when the blokes were really drunk, in the hope that they might see her. And no, not a single phone call. So unfortunately, my sister got sacked from Babe Station. That's the way it is. Paul says those Babe Station girls still use the old BT telephones. Not that I watch it. Oh, yeah, right. How do you know that then, Paul? Paul says, I've told you, Chris, I'd give her a call. No, you won't be able to. She got the sack, mate. I know, terrible. So that's a John Lewis ad. Now, what about this? In the Daily Mirror this morning, Who likes spiders? Nope, don't see any hands going up there. Who likes spiders? Well, look at this. Spider makes home in man's ear. Oh my God. And there's a video. Should we tweet that as well? Hang on, let me tweet that as well. One moment. I'm getting good at this tweeting. Twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK is where you'll find all these links. One moment. Put that there. That's there. And do you want them on Facebook as well? I'll put them on Facebook as well for you. There we are. There's a video there to be watched. Gruesome footage shows a spider wriggling around inside a pensioner's ear. It wasn't you, Ray, was it? Have you got a spider in your ear, Ray? Or he might not. He might not be in front of his computer at the moment. He might be in the toilet again. Come out of that toilet now. Wriggling around inside a pensioner's ear after it crawled inside and spun a web. A man in his 60s had gone down to the doctors complaining about discomfort while he tried to sleep and said he could hear noises like something was beating a drum. Ear, nose and throat specialist shared footage of the moment he found a bean-sized spider about 2 inches deep in his ear. That's a long way. How far can you get in your ear with your finger? Let me just check. So if my ear's there... Well, it's not even half an inch, is it? 2 inches it was in his ear. Doing an endoscope. The medic in China said the man... Well, they were probably eating them, were they? They eat everything in China, don't they? They do. They eat everything in China. Chickens, dogs, cats, dolphins, everything. But you can't complain. It's no different eating a cat or a dog than it is a chicken. Have you ever tried to make friends with a chicken? That happened to my mate, my best mate, Ronnie. He became friends with a chicken, and it kept coming to him. They can become pets. So you can't complain about the Chinese eating cats and dogs when you sit there and eating your lamb, what's just come out a few weeks ago, dear. Just come out of its mother. Or chickens. Anyway, the story goes on. The unnamed patient told him, I felt a discomfort in my ear while sleeping last night, but I tried to ignore it. Oh, there's a picture of it. Oh, I can't look. Oh, hang on, I will look. Oh, no, I can't look. Oh, I don't like spiders. The morning, I hate it when they do a close-up of a spider and you see its fangs and everything. This morning, the discomfort was still there. There were noises like something was beating a drum. The doctor and his nurses were stunned when the endoscope revealed the live spider having occupied the patient's ear canal so deep. It had also spun elaborate webs to shield itself, the footage shows. The experienced doctor flushed the spider out by spraying the patient's ear canal with water, later confirming that the man suffered no injuries during the occupation. Well, thank God for that. And wouldn't the water, like, though, just push it further in, though? Wouldn't it push it further? If you, like... I don't know. One thing you must never, ever do is put a cotton wool bud in your ear. Very, very bad. Because it's very delicate and it's so easy to scratch the inside of your ear. It really is. You must never, ever put a cotton wool bud in your ear there. All right? Adrian says, I like making friends with chickens. It's great fun. Yeah, I bet you don't make too many now. They're very protective, those chickens, I tell you. Very difficult. Very difficult to get hold of one these days. Weird City Citizen. I will not watch that spider video. I shan't. You must watch the spider video. Yes. Yes. Now, so don't forget, gang. Oh, hang on. What's something here? What about this story here? Now, this is in the Independent this morning. What about this? Thieves are now blowing up cash machines in potentially deadly explosions that have been sweeping across the UK. Have you seen one of these yet? Where my sister lives, they used to have a HSB. I don't think they've got the bank there anymore. They had a HSBC bank, and on 2 occasions, they took the machine. They literally rammed the bank with some sort of truck or something like that and stole the blooming machine. It's just like a hole in the wall. God. Anyway, the story says police say the strength of some of the explosions, this is in the Independent this morning, has been comparable to a bomb going off, seeing millions of pounds stolen, buildings destroyed, and local infrastructures decimated. It's awful. Almost 100 gas explosions targeting the gas explosions, are they? Targeting gas machines were recorded by police in England and Wales last year. 100, including 23 carried out by a single gang that stole more than £1.5 million in a 3-month spree across the Midlands. It's awful, isn't it? The gas attacks are not particularly sophisticated, so the potential risk to life is absolutely huge. So if if you're outside your bank and you hear a bang, you know what's gone off. Someone's nicking the money, mate. I hope they don't get my box. I hope they don't get, because my box is secure in the bank. Did you know that everyone's got their own box? Yes. So for Andy, good morning, Andy, whatever your bank is, there's a little box in your bank, and it says Andy on it. And when you go and deposit money in, they take the money off you. Another little, probably a young person, it'd be someone young, the one on the desk is like the experienced one. They give the money to the 18-year-old. So, okay, can you go and put that in Andy's box? And he goes round the back and puts it in your box. I've got 2 boxes. I've got 2 boxes. Right, I think we'll wrap up there, boys and girls. Is there anything else to tell you today? What did I have there? Oh, yes, one more story. Again in the Daily Mirror this morning. Any more messages? Nice and quickly, boys and girls, and where do those? What about this? Again in the Daily Mirror, more than a fifth of meat. Those of you that eat dead animals, disgusting. More than a fifth of meat samples in the UK contain, and I quote, unspecified animals' DNA, according to a new report by the BBC. The report. I'm still waiting to hear from Radio 2. Nothing yet. It's only been 3 days. I think that phone call will ring soon. The report found that out of 665 meat samples tested by the Food Standards Agency, 145 were partly, and in some cases wholly, made up of unspecified meat. So they don't know what the animal is. Don't know what it is. You could be eating rat kebabs. How do you like the sound of that? Now, see, to me as a vegetarian, that's no different to eating a chicken kebab or a beef kebab. Can you get beef kebab? I don't know what that. Or a lamb. It's the same to me. It's a dead animal. End of. Cat, dog, chicken, walrus, hippopotamus, anything, just another animal to me. A Freedom of Information request by the BBC revealed that 73 of the contaminated samples came from retailers, including 3 supermarkets, and 50 came from restaurants, while 22 came from manufacturing or food processing plants. So, when you're eating these dead animals, you don't even... It might say lamb kebab, shish lamb kebab, 100% guaranteed. How do you know? Were you there when that little animal was shot in the head, mashed up and put on that stick going around? Were you there? Did you see that happen with your own eyes? No. You've only got the word of the sign on the window. Whereas as a vegetarian, you can't disguise a carrot, can you? Go on, be honest. When have you ever seen an onion sold as a carrot? Never. Except those of you that put through more expensive onions as carrots on the self-checkout queue. Don't think I've seen some of you doing that. And with the grapes, you done that. I saw you do that. You put through grapes as carrots because they're only like two pence a pound instead of £1.50 a pound. I know you've been doing that. When I think about it, the supermarkets must be losing a fortune in people doing stuff like that. They must be. I don't know how I've gone to the self-service checkout before, right? And I've put my stuff down, and when I've looked on the screen, and there's all this shopping on there, and you've called the girl or the boy over. What's all this up there? Oh, and they're like, oh, and they look around. Oh, someone's gone without paying, and they type in, they clear it. Okay, carry on. Well, aren't you going to look for the person? Well, they would have gone by now. What's the point? What's the point in telling them that, So they must be losing a lot of money through stuff getting nicked and put through incorrectly on those self-service checkout deals, mustn't they? There must be. And there's usually one person to deal with 10 of those self-service checkouts. You can't expect that person to see everything that's going on, can you? Oh, dear. Let's have a look. Andy says, don't worry, your box is wall secured. I do hope so. There might be a master key, though. That's the trouble. Master key. Adrian, that's why you should only fill it with steak or a meat to get between your lips. Stop that now. Have I seen Vanity Fair on ITV? No, not seen that, Andy. Do you know what? I've started watching The Woman in White. I think I recorded it a few months ago. I watched the first episode of that last night. Very good. Yeah, period drama type thing. I like period drama type things, don't you? That's good. Righto, hello to Brendan Brady fan joining us very, very late this morning. You're late as well, aren't you? A lot of people late today. Anyway, let's do today's birthdays then, boys and girls. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 6th of September 2018 to Jade Hill. Good morning, Jade. 32 years old today. So young, dear. So young. Happy birthday, Jade. Linda, it's Queen of all of Slimming World. Linda of Slimming World Wokingham. It's her birthday today. Good morning, Linda, and a happy birthday to you. Unfortunately, I can't get down there anymore because usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm up north, you see. That's why I can't come down to you anymore. I haven't joined another one up north yet, and I'm a little bit over at the moment, Linda. I cannot lie. We're talking about £2, incidentally, out of range. So I think I'm 12. I think it was 12.5. I think I'm 12.5. Target is 12. So I'm a little bit over. I'm trying to keep up. But it's true, you need to go to group. I'm going to have to find one up north to join. So happy birthday to you, Linda. Thank you for helping me lose 2 stone. And all those people, that must be quite satisfying, actually, to do a job like yours and get so many fantastic results. Really, really fantastic. Happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday today to Phil Brook, who is today 24 years old today. Happy birthday, young Phil. John Knight is 32 years old today. Benjamin Jacks, good morning. Happy birthday. As is Nancy. One of our Manilow girls. Nancy Pets Herbert. Good morning, Nancy. Happy birthday to you. Oliver Johnson is 23 years old today. And Fliss Torsch is 49 years old today. So happy birthday to you all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Time to go, boys and girls. Thank you very much. I'll be thinking about you today while I'm later on at the Manilow concert at the O2. I'll take my camera, see if I can get some nice little pictures, maybe a little bit of video there as well. Finally, Adrian says, it doesn't happen at Waitrose. People understand nothing but the best goes there. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Weird City Citizen says, enjoy the concert. Please get us some footage if possible. Yeah, I will try and get you a few little videos. Usually we can do it, but you can't. Sometimes I have seen people being stopped. Please, can you put your camera away? But Barry's normally quite good about that, you know. You just have to make it look like you're taking a photo rather than a video. Do you know what I mean? Have a nice Thursday, and I'll see you again very soon. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye now.